Hey there, Riverika here, reporting for duty on a trigger. Thank you so much for shuffling states of emergency into adoption spirit magic with me and steering clear of danger. Heartily, we are grateful. In this session, we are exploring how to move forward, minding our business in the highest love and light as Ceres moves into Virgo at 23 degrees and 49 minutes. But before that, some disclaimers. I am not a doctor, lawyer, therapist. I'm a fortune teller. So what I offer is no substitute for their services. Furthermore, what I share does not determine your future. Only your intentions and actions do. So please use your gifts of discernment before deciding what to gather and take away. And of course, take only what resonates and blow like a kiss the rest back to the universe for cosmic composting into beauty. This reading is intended for fun and games, for shits and giggles, for entertainment, for flexing our heart, mind, body, soul, spirit, intuition, and emotions. And at the least, I hope to cause harm to none, and at the most, I hope I may assist you on your healing path. All that being said, let's clear the space and stream in some grace to replace. You may notice we have a slightly different setup. So I'll talk about that in a minute. And thank you for holding the intention of seeing only love, and only love we shall see. Here we go. Mind, body, speech, in perfect oneness, I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. My ears awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Om. Peace. Shanti. Thank you so much. So beautiful. So we rolled the dice that you don't see right now, and the Sacred Geometry Activation deck by Lon was chosen. And we have some beautiful lepidolite on that. And lepidolite is a gemstone that is beautiful for balancing and so much more. You can check it out on your own, because you know what I say. We're all different psychosocial science experiments, and what resonates for you may be different than me. And to help make these readings more meaningful for you, I always enjoy inviting you to check it out on your own, see what resonates with you. So these lepidolite, like this angel, is also lepidolite. And then we have some iolite, which I think is wonderful for your third eye, your Ajna chakra. And it's like this deep blue. It's also wonderful for this envisioning, right? Did I just say that? Did I say the same thing twice? You know, there's times when you're in the void and you need to dream, because that's the thing to do. Then we have these garnets. I believe it's a rhombic dodecahedron as the sacred geometry. So beautiful, wonderful for grounding. Tying in with our Muladhara chakra, our root chakra. And then I do believe these horses are jasper. And this series going into Virgo is happening May 6th. So these may help you between here and there on either side, or whenever you're seeing this. Some of it may resonate. We found a remnant belly dancing bit, so that feels fortuitous. Here we have a lingam. Help in with the chakra system you see here. And we have red jasper for the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. And the carnelian for the Svadhisthana chakra, your sacral chakra. Such a sweet stone. And then I thought this was jasper, but now I'm thinking maybe it's mookaite from Australia, coming out of the spring area. But it's so beautiful. And this is going with our Manipura chakra, your jewel and your center, your yellow belly. Then we have some rose quartz for the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra. turquoise for the Visuddha chakra, your throat chakra. And sodalite for the Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra. You can see the striations in it. It's like, I don't know, you better check it out on your own because I can't remember. I don't know what I was gonna say. That white is. Crystal, looks like there's some gold flecks as well. Sodalite, that's that. And then amethyst for the Sahasrara chakra, the crown chakra. Beautiful healer stone with the violet flame, which you also want to bring in Michael and his blue flame, and Source and the white flame for the extra protection with that violet flame, so all the moths don't come to the flame. You being the flame, you're a spark. And then this beautiful crystal quartz to help bring it all together, connect it, heaven and earth, as above, so below. So yeah, Ceres and Virgo. Ceres you can explore more on your own, the mythology. It's super interesting if you're in the mood for that or you're interested in that. But in short, it's the mother's love for a child would sum up Ceres. And then Virgo is that, I want to say, earth energy. Just really making a I want to say a daily habit and practice of a healthy way of life as you and life keep shifting. And so tie those together, Ceres and Virgo, and it's Virgo in the second dectile. Am I saying that right? 23 degrees and 49 minutes. And so they've been learning some things. And so let's see what else they would like us to know to help us move forward, minding our business in the highest love and light. So you are a whole, full, loving, powerful spiritual being, and so am I. And we thank your source, spirit band, angels, galaxy guides, ancestors, saints, sages, gods, goddesses, universes, here for the highest love and light, as well as mine. And we thank your source and my source for immediately shifting the situation into what it needs to be, offering necessary healing insights, acts of grace, protection. Heartily, we are grateful. And so it was, and so it was, and so it was, and so it was. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And this is the Sacred Geometry by Lon. Oh, what a beautiful card. Healing. So beautiful. More and more people have been stepping on the healing path. They've been able to free their will up enough to do it, because it's a whole thing. Like, sometimes your will is so bound by the loss that it's hard to, challenging. Try not to use the word hard in an effort for tolerance. But sometimes we're so bound by loss that it's challenging to step on the healing path, right? And the number 29, 2, representing that duality and creating healthy liaisons, something that orphans and adoptees have really, so many end up striving for later in life. Maybe it's maybe they're younger, maybe their school years or adolescence or young adults, but just to be able to have a healthy relationship where you're not being controlled or you're not being manipulated to give away your power. So many contracts are inequitable and have taken away that dignity and equity. I know I'm repeating myself. So to be able to be in a relationship that shares the power healthily, that's huge. And then the number 9 is helping erase that I'm going to say karma, that those times are so grief struck by loss and we may lash out in violence. And I know I've been there, and God bless it. God bless everyone involved. It happens sometimes we lash out in our grief and perpetuate a violent cycle, and we didn't mean to do it. And this number 9 helps us play through that and helps erase some of that cycle. Some of that is not the correct verbiage I'm trying to use. And you can look up more the numerology on your own. That 9 is also ending of a cycle, getting ready to start a new cycle, which this Ceres moving into Virgo is coming right after our full moon, our eclipse that we're having on the 5th of May, the lunar eclipse on the 5th of May, and where we're ending. And so we're starting anew. And so some of that is healing. Like, just if we're taking, this is a reading with Ceres. So taking motherhood and this part of motherhood where the mother and the child are no longer one. The child has been born, they're now separated. There's healing involved for the mother, right? There's healing involved for the baby, right? Those of you who have been through it, you know intimately that there's healing in the end and beginning of cycles. And so this card is honoring that and helping bolster that. And you can see there the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. That's so super sweet. And it was occurring to me, it was Ceres' story where her daughter is taken, kidnapped, and to the underworld, and so she tries to go and find her, like, if your mother and you are able to do that, that's what you're going to do, right? And then the negotiations and how it all played out after that, when she was able to make connections. So all the information she gathered along the way, and then the negotiations, more information she gathered, and then how life played out after that. Her daughter spent half the year in the underworld. And so what Ceres would do while her daughter was away was delving into the earth, into the garden, and all the beauty that goes with that, with gardening, beginning again. And so this is beautiful. This card is beautifully timed and just so appropriate. I love it. And those colors are so beautiful. So let's see what else Lon has to say. Let me help us move through this time. Healing. I opened right to the page. God bless it. I love it when that happens. Thank you. Healing literally means to make whole, quote unquote. It refers to the process of restoring health to something or someone that is unbalanced, diseased, or damaged. For us to reach or maintain a state of health and wholeness, we need to balance all aspects of ourselves. Our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies have to harmoniously work together, and this requires clear communication and awareness of all the information that our sensory system is providing us. So far, we have recognized sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch as the 5 senses that provide this feedback. In the new energy, we are invited to add our intuitive perception as the 6th, which complements this profound and essential feedback system well. The color green dominates this activation as it is associated with health, most likely because in nature, green indicates growth, fertility, and life. When in springtime we see the first greenish glow return on the branches of the trees, we know that a new growth cycle has started, a clear indication of the continuance of life. Green also refers to a heart that is open to truth, compassion, and love. The purple, violet, and pink indicate our intuitive abilities, which are anchored in a strong connection to source and self. The 12 glowing flowers refer to life and the healthy growth that emerges from an effective healing process. In numerology, the number 12 is considered a 3, a, a, a catalytic number, indicating that all aspects of ourselves can harmonize together to support our natural, radiant, healthy state. How beautiful. So beautiful. Especially with some of the challenges we can go through with healing. This is so beautiful how to play through that, right? Those times when it could be so, you fill in the adjective, that you don't know how you're going to move through. This may help you play through or give you ideas about how to play through. Super sweet. Thank you so much, Source and Lawn and healing and the sacred geometry. So beautiful. So now she offers an exercise called Try This. Here we go. Contemplate your state of health for a moment. Are you as healthy as you want to be? What are you doing to contribute to greater health? Do you realize that your health does not just refer to the state of your physical body? Do you invest in your emotional and spiritual health as well? How do you do this? Take time to lovingly attend to yourself. Thank you so much. Such a sweet reminder. And I'm getting a tap on the crown chakra. That crown chakra you may tap into, do some exercise with, whether it's healing music or meditations or journaling or gemstone healing or using colors and numbers. What a beautiful invitation for us to consider during this time, and especially after everything we've been through the past couple of years, and especially those who have been dismantling the adoption fairy tales, the gypsy myths, the patriarchy, the you fill in the blank. There's so many different dismantlings that are happening, and the peaceful, joyful rebuilding, and just another beautiful invitation to assess where we are and where we want to go and how we want to take care of ourselves now, because we keep changing. Life keeps changing. We're not the same that we used to be. So yeah, how are you now? And what a beautiful visual to help us contemplate that. So super sweet. And that number 29, pardon me, 2 plus 9 adds up to 11, which is a master number that you may investigate more. Helps end the personal mythology that started your boundary problems in the first place. That number 11 also helps with your self-esteem issues. It opens you up to divine inspiration. You can dig into that number 11 more yourself and see what resonates with you for that. And also, you may enjoy adding that to help play through this time period, or whenever you are catching this session and about Ceres moving into Virgo, 23 degrees and 49 minutes on the 6th of May 2023. So that is what I am seeing for you in this reading. Thank you so much for helping us breathe life into adoption spirit magic. Heartily, we are grateful. Until next time, ciao for now. I love you all.